I think that we've reached our Trump moment. All of these fringe movements have completely coalesced around this issue of vaccine mandates. You have people who are legitimately scared and worried, who have lost their jobs or are worried about losing their jobs, and I completely understand that. But I think this entire movement has been co-opted by the far right and way more far extreme elements. I mean, even to read their manifesto going into this, there's a lot of crazy in that, a lot of things that I can't relate to, and I just think that this is going to be a painful moment for Canadians. We're going to see images that are going to make us uncomfortable. We're going to hear things that make us uncomfortable. But this is something that we have to deal with together to move on. We have to acknowledge that there's some ugliness in Canada. There's some belief systems that have been bubbling below the surface that are starting to come to light. And we have to deal with this. How we deal with that, I don't have the answers to that, but I'm not sure how we get ourselves out of this now, Ari. I think that we're in a position now that the only solutions are difficult solutions, and solutions that some people are going to be incredibly uncomfortable with. This seems like it's a perfect storm of political irresponsibility. All I'm seeing from municipal to provincial to federal are a bunch of can kicking, right? That Jim Watson is kicking the can towards the Ottawa Chief of Police, who's kicking the can towards the provincial government. Doug Ford hasn't shown up to work. We don't know where he is in all of this. And they're going to eventually kick the can up to the federal government, who doesn't really have the levers, in my opinion, to deal with this. Doug Ford, from the beginning, has a number of options at his disposal. He can pull the licenses for these trucks. They can get the insurance companies involved. You can't use a commercial vehicle to park in the middle of the street and to obstruct, the business of a city. They have to have the political will to use the measures available to them to end this. In all honesty, I'm kind of disgusted in the response, starting from Jim Watson, which has been weak-kneed the entire way through, and basically saying, I want Justin Trudeau to come in and act as a mediator and as an honest broker. Well, how can you be an honest broker when you're dealing with people who use their children as a human shield, like they did today in Windsor? To me, it's been disappointing. And Candice Bergen had pizza with the organizers of this rally. She welcomed this freedom convoy. I mean, they had members of their party serving coffee to them. We had Michael Cooper on video beside a Canadian flag with swastikas written all over it, for God's sakes. They invited this. They helped push the toothpaste out of the tube. They have no answer to get it back in. I mean, Candice Bergen is on the record in emails saying that she wanted the protesters to say so she can make it Justin Trudeau's problem. To me, that is so incredibly irresponsible and disgusting. There is no way, in my opinion, that if there's anything that she can say that's going to comfort people who have seen this, because they've basically been empowering this convoy from the beginning. We have police forces. I mean, when I hear the city of Ottawa say they don't have the resources to deal with this, they have a $350 million police budget. They buy armored vehicles. They are well equipped. So they had the ability to control this in the beginning. I don't understand why there wasn't a more concentrated effort at the beginning, but those horses have left. They've left the bar now. So this is a movement that have so many different competing interests in it that I assume they're just going to eat themselves from the inside. But there's just something about it that has caught the attention of Canadians, and it's going to start greatly inconveniencing Canadians. But I just think this is a look in the mirror moment for Canadians. It's funny, they came for Justin Trudeau and they ended up getting Erin O'Toole. And now we're looking at the possibility of having someone like Pierre Poilievre lead the Conservative Party of Canada, and he's on the record supporting this convoy. There's been so much irresponsibility, and we were caught off guard, and I think that doesn't reflect well on all levels of government. They're going to have to be forced to work together to end this. I don't think there's a comfortable way out of this.